just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Allen escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Malden able to finally wrestle him down for a huge loss. And that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watching that, Marty, Marty!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Tucker. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to an 8-point game. Sanders now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drop.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Timmy Jernigan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watching that, Marty, Marty!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Scott. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. He also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen going to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They get it to him running left. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Allen. And a short run there for the touchdown.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Over. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL. A spot foul where it occurs.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Now Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw again, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over.
And there he goes again. 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? The legal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
First throw of overtime for Allen. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they usually know.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
And you really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic